Hey everybody. All right, I'm having a little difficulty with the large 3D printer that I'm working on currently. So, where I'm having an issue is the fact that I don't think the NEMA 17 stepper motor is quite powerful enough to move the heavy size bed. And I'm not sure if anybody else is having that problem, but I seem to be losing a lot of it's skipping steps. So I'm sure if you guys have tried to build, pretty good size step, 3D printers, it can be quite challenging because you're only limited to what the board can handle. You can't. It's like you can't add an external stepper driver. Well, at least that's what I thought until I come across a couple other things. And I'm figuring this out. That's why I made this little table with the, with the board, with another board. I mean, I had another spare board. And you can see that, I've got it all wired up. It's plugged in. And the power supplies are 5 amps each. So I had these from an old CNC machine, the TB6600 stepper drivers. As you can see here, there's a NEMA 23, and then there's a NEMA 17. So this is where it starts getting really confusing. And I actually put these on screw drives. These are precision. This one's a little bit rusty, but for purposes, it's getting to the point. But what I want to show you is there's the one all the way to the right there is an A4988 stepper driver. Okay? So I come across these, and they'll fit in the same slot that the A4988s will fit. But look what's happening here. They're not plugged into these ports. Now, if you use a 4988, it has to be plugged in to that port. Okay? But look where the wires are coming out. I found these, and I had a heck of a time finding them, just searching. But I finally come up with them. And those go right to the stepper drivers. And I've got two here. One's for the NEMA 23 and one's for the 17. So, but the really weird part is it really shows you how weak the NEMA 17 motor really is in comparison to the 23. So let's just do a little comparison here. Okay. So we're going to go into the menu, as you guys can see. Let's see if I can keep that where you guys can see what's going on here. We're going to go down to motion. Move axis. Sorry for the shaking. I'm trying to hold this and do all this at the same time. Hey, my screen's moving on me. Come on. Do this a different way here. We go to motion. Now we're going to go to move axis. Okay. Now watch. Let's do the one. This is the NEMA 23. Listen to that. Can you hear that? Okay. Let's go back. Now wait till you hear this. And I honestly think that this is, well, I do know that I can literally stop this with my fingers. You hear that? It quit. That means it has no torque. Now, let's go back. And now we're going to go to the Y. I can't stop this. I can't hold it. I mean, I barely stopped it with my fingers on the X-axis. If you were using a ball screw, yeah, forget it. It's not happening. There's no way. There's just no way. So the NEMA 23 will handle what I'm trying to do outside. This is some crazy crap, man. And with me finding these, allows me to use that external stepper driver, as to where I don't care what current you turn these things up to with that little screw. I don't care how much you turn it up. It's gonna die. It stops. And I know you can go to the acceleration settings and the in the configuration, go to millimeters per, steps per second and all that, accelerate and velocity and all that stuff. I know, I've already been there, and I've been screwing with this, and that's why I just decided to make this thing right here, just so that I can do some testing. But now that I know that I can use a NEMA 23 and get away from using a NEMA 17, that eliminates all my problems. Well, it's not eliminating all my problems. It's solving a lot of problems where I'm missing a lot of steps, because, I mean, if I can just turn this thing and stop it with my fingers, I mean, that means it has no torque whatsoever. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm learning all this stuff here. This has been quite the trial and error, and I'm just glad I found these. And I didn't even know they existed. And I'm sure there's probably a lot of people don't even realize that you can, and this is an MKS version 1.4 board. This is just a regular $30 board that you can actually you can change this and start adding stepper drivers to it. So, I mean, this is what I'm finding out. So, I mean, this is a whole new world to me. So I hope this helps out a lot of people. Do me a favor, guys. Like and subscribe. I'm learning. So hopefully this will kind of help some other people out that are actually wanting to build a bigger printer, but yet they don't know where to turn. I happened to find that by accident. I really did. So, but, and I had to order them from China. And it took forever to get them, because ever since when I first made the first video of the CNC working, yeah, well, it didn't finish, and it made a mess 2 times. I tried it twice. So I think I'm back on the right track again. All right, guys. Hope this helps somebody out. Like and subscribe, please. Thanks. See ya.